Hi everyone and welcome back to the channel. We currently have 3 projects on and starting a 4th this week. Will we be able to cope? Who knows? If you don't know by now, I'm Matt Nelson. This is Acura Developments and this is episode 21.
Welcome back to another episode of Acura. So, another busy week and it is freezing. It is 2 degrees. Well, it was this morning anyway. Now it's about 4 now, but I think the weather's setting in. I think the rest of the week, I think it's gives snow tomorrow, so see how that one goes. So yeah, again, got trades all over the place. So in Middlewich, no one's there today. Matt the Spark is going to be there Wednesday to start doing his first fix. We have the joiners and Gary back at Kingsley. So Gary's doing the splashback tiles that are going to sit on the worktop, and the joiners are starting their second fix doors and skirting boards and whatnot. So there's quite a lot of second fix to do there. We've got 3 existing doors to replace with the frames, pocket door system, a barn door, and just a standard door. So yeah, there's quite a bit in it really. And then my lads, we've got Carl and Dale there doing a bit of snagging there as well, and then they're going to head over to Kingsley to carry on with the patio. And then Ben was sanding that roof off that I mentioned Friday. So yeah, it's a bit of a mad on that roof really. You can only blame yourself. So I got a roofer in, like I explained. It's not the best finish, so we've got to sand it all down and then put a new top coat on it. But at the end of the day, it's one of them things. It'll be right in the end, and the customer will be happy. So the rest of the day now, I'm gonna go back home. To my home office. I've got a Zoom calls meeting this morning, and then I need to organise, try organise the painter and the second fix joinery for our Middlewich project. So the kitchen, all the floor fits as well, and the herringbone on the floor, and the painter. I've got to try organise that for December, which is going to be tight, which is like tradesmen falling over each other, but we'll see how we get on. We'll try and push as hard as I can, but there's a very fine line of pushing projects too hard, where mistakes happen, tradesmen are falling over each other, and you just can't run a job like that. So we'll see how we can organise that. And then tomorrow, we'll just see how it goes, because it has given snow. Whether it comes or not, we don't know. But yeah, let's pass you over to Ben and see how he's getting on.
In Warren, I've got the pleasure of being on the roof today. So apart from it being about 2 degrees, freezing cold, I've had to buy myself a pair of gloves today, first ones of the year. So must be cold. What do you think Is it cold?
I agree.
Is that it? Nothing else, that's how I agree.
Yeah, it's freezing. I've already said it's freezing.
Have you?
Yeah.
Not mentioned it. So we're going to sand off this top coat on the roof. How do you feel, Warren? In bed, yeah.
So it's Tuesday, and what was I saying yesterday? The snow has arrived and it's freezing. It was, it's not now, it's about 3 degrees now, but this morning it was 0 in the van. I've done a bit of dropping off little bits for the joiners this morning to crack on just a few frames. So I've come back now and no one can work, so all the lads are off today. Carl was going to continue with the patio and Ben was going to do some work outside on another job, but we just can't do it. It's just, this morning there was snow on the floor and it was literally snowing, so you just can't work, and it's just too cold as well. If you're doing any wet trades, especially bricklaying or laying a patio, anything with mortar, below 2 you can't lay. So what happens is the water in the mortar freezes, so it just can't be done. So I've come back home now, and I've got a Zoom call this morning with a timber frame company. So we're going to be starting 2 new builds in January, February time, and it's going to be timber frame. So the reason that we're going down timber frame is due to the weather. January, February is probably the worst time for building, especially brick and block work. I think everyone eventually is going to come away from that traditional building. I think the next 10-15 years, a lot of new build companies are coming away. So they'll be doing stuff like timber frame, ICF systems, paneling, steel frame. There's other systems that can be done and are getting done. I know a lot of new build companies now, like Redrow, Bellway, are doing timber frames. So we've chosen to go down the route of timber frame for that. So I'm looking forward to that. So that's going to be starting January, Feb. Like I say, I've got a video call with them today just to talk about the final details of that and lead times and whatnot. And then, yeah, just organise basically myself around that job then. We've got another extension that we'll be starting. So yeah, just try to intermingle that. But for today, it's a write-off. See you tomorrow. I've just nipped to our first Kingsley project, and as you see, everything's flying. So Gary's just left, he just finished all the splash backs, and they look really good. Just a simple metric tiles going on here, but it was actually the customer's idea, what like a herringbone feature in the middle of the kitchen. I think it's absolutely superb. So that's all grouted up now. As well, the joiners are halfway done. They're going to come back one day next week just to finish off. We've installed solid oak doors in the extension, some brass fixings, and they look really good. It was a bit touch and go whether we were going to make these doors work because they were only 20mm wide. Kind of like the gate. The men have like gate kind of handles on, but we wanted to make it work, and we have made it work just about, and I think it looks really good. So yeah, it is slowly coming together, this job. Next week, second fixed box will be going on. So these LED lights, the extractors need to be put on, all the sockets need to be turned on, all tape removed, and then Phil's coming back to start doing the downstairs toilet. So they'll have like a little corner vanity unit, a toilet, and then a back box high up the wall, which kind of like an old traditional look, which looks really good. Everything's tying in nicely. The doors are like an old cottagey look with this metro kind of style, and the shaded kitchen, it all ties in well. So yeah, it's all come together, and then the week after is paint, and that is it. Done for Christmas, so coming on. So yeah, pass it to Ben and Woz. See how they're getting on insulating.
We are insulating the vaulted ceiling in the extension. So what we're going to use is 4-inch insulation board, and we're going to cut it in between all the joists. The reason we use 4-inch against a 6-inch joist is so the 4-inch sits flush with the front edge of the joists, and then you've got a 2-inch air gap for ventilation throughout. And then once that's all in, then you'll have a 2-inch insulation board go across the front of it, and then plasterboard. So it gives it a good thermal rating and keeps the place nice and warm. Now, sometimes things don't go quite to plan or in the right way. So obviously, ideally, it'd be nice to have the electrician to have been and done the first fix, run the cables through the joists and things, and then we'll just come in afterwards and cut it in. But on this occasion, we are doing it the opposite way around. So what we're doing is we're marking the joists, so numbering them where they are, numbering the insulation board when it's been cut, so we know where it's roughly going to go back into. And then once the sparkies have been later this week, then these can all go back in, and they might just need 1 or 2 minor adjustments, but they're there ready to go. So that's now pre-cut. It's gone in nicely. It's going to hold itself up. So we'll mark this one up the same as the joist, ready for them to be installed. That's the first layer of visqueen gone down in the extension. So now what we'll do is we will put a 4-inch kingspan on the floor, and then round the extension walls, the exterior walls, we'll be putting a 1-inch insulation board upstand on there as well. So that's all the insulation now, pre-cut, ready to go in later on this week. So that's 4-inch insulation in the floor, a 1-inch insulation round all the external walls, and then the polystyrene over the top of the 4-inch. So that's all pretty much ready now for the floor screed to go in. And like I said earlier, we've now pre-cut all the 4-inch insulation in the sort of party stud wall up in the roof space, all numbered and labelled up, ready for them to be fully installed once the electricians have been.
Wednesday, it's another cold one this morning. It is -4. It took about 20 minutes for my van to heat up. So yeah, me and was going to head over to Millwich this morning. We've got a day full of trades on site. We've got Steve coming to install the windows and French doors. Matt and George be putting in the first fix electrics, while me and was start snagging basically the roof work. So all trims going on, bit of guttering to finish, and insulating the roof. So yeah, it's going to be probably end up going trip over each other. But Christmas rush is on, and we need to get it done for Christmas. So that's all go there today, and then Carl and Dill are carrying on with the snagging at our first Kingsley project. So we've moved a few internal doors. Carl's going to plaster that this morning, and Dill's just going to start grounding the stairs and getting all the little rest of the bits done. So yeah, pass you over to Carl, see what his plan is today.
I'm back at the original Kingsley project. I'm here with my mate Dylan. It's freezing. Absolutely Baltic. Oh, there's Dylan. Like, honest to God, what's all this stuff? What's all that on the floor? No thank you. I'm here doing this, doing all the snagging here at Kingsley. Loads of little bits and bobs. As you'll see going through this video, guess where Ben is? He's in Egypt. 27 degrees. I think this is some kind of sick joke, this. Talk me through what you're doing here then, Dill.
So we are taking all the mortar, all stained off the trim, and then we are putting a new trim attached to this.
Correct.
Correct, Mundo?
And we're taking all the tape off as well.
Taking all this tape off as well. So it leaves a nice finish.
Well, if you just pull the loops from this side to here, that's long enough to at least get to the first spot for yourself. What I mean, sure. Just gonna pull a little bit more, just to give me that another inch. As soon as you've done there,
Your distance there is at 440. Yeah?
Yeah.
And your distance off the ground, so it looks, you know, we call it, you know what I mean?
yeah.
So whatever the nearest one is, which is there. Yeah? I think it's straight already. Yeah, so feet clips are in that back.
Hi mate.
Warren's running around the garden. We're prepping the floor for the screeders. So the insulation's already down, we're just putting our layer of viscreen down just to stop any damp coming up. We're then taking the plaster off the inside wall, ready for the plasterers tomorrow. We're taking the cooker out, the worktop out, the sinks, fixing all the window boards, pretty much snagging, yeah. It's a bit warmer today, there's still a bit of ice on the floor, as you can see. And yeah, let's see how we get on. Right, so as you can see, the worktops are out. It's just the dishwasher that's left in, because they need not a dishwasher, washing machine. Yeah, washing machine's left in. We're going to plumb that up in a bit, so they can carry on washing their clothes. We're just taking this wall out, well, this side, because the other side's in the hall. Don't want to touch that. So yeah, once that's off, that's ready to get boarded and good to go.
Sadly, we are the weekend crew. You know what to do. It's a weekend crew. It's only me and Cal.
Oh yeah, sounds
For the last. But no, it's a busy weekend, not just this job, we've got subbies on all the jobs. So we've got joiners round the corner, our first Kingsley project, Lena Plasters are starting Middlewich, and we're here now getting this floor self-level. A bango. So yeah, and the weather's miserable. So yeah, let's see how we get on. It is 1:20, late one, but we should get it done in about 2 hours. See how we get on.
You're on camera.
Ooh, shiny. Nice and slick.
So that's it for this week's episode. I hope you enjoyed it. And next week is going to be a very big week for myself. Stay tuned and I'll see you on the next one.